Sorry, boys.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Palador. Sorry for that brief delay. Just getting a little switch up here because we love ourselves some live stream action. Sometimes more than others, but here on the final week of the season, I'm Palador, being joined by Sir Dimwee as well as Glean on the sidelines, and we've got ourselves a mighty fine match in the Master Tier about to begin here. So with that, everybody, welcome to it. Sir Dimwee, how you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. We got Ethereal here on the left in orange facing off against Kangarillas on the right in blue. They've already readied up. They are ready to go. We're going to get started here. Very excited for this one, of course. If the Kangarillas win, there's not going to be much change on the leaderboard unless Spaghetti loses tomorrow, in which case Spaghetti and Kang could swap places. However, Ethereal hunting for a victory here because victory against Kangarillas could push them up a place, get them a better seeding in that finals tournament as we're going to start out here in round one. A headbutt there from Ethereal to kick it off.
Alrighty, so here we go. The first of 3 matches here on our venue stream tonight, and it will be Mad with a pass to Speedy on that side. Up the floor, the Kangarillas go, this a veteran team who have seen some roster changes across the seasons, but have still maintained that stellar play every single season here. And Ethereal, meanwhile, some veterans in their own right to VRML, well, playing some defense here to cause a brief turnover, slapping it into the midfield.
Yeah, good send out there to the far side. Spy looking to send it out. No chain, getting away cleanly. This one down into the blue bubble, careening around. It will be collected now by Leverage for Kang. Leverage setting it near side to Zenith. Zenith with room, going to back it up. Didn't have any room in front. He had a little room to maneuver there, but that was about it. Speedy under assault, gets this one set up. Beautiful pass there to Mad on the far side. Mad pushing up at Zenith, pressing in on the bubble. Another one with them, Leverage on the floor. They've got 3 versus 2. They have the numbers advantage, and Zenith will take that shot against the goalie. There's your first goal of round 1. Minute 2 in here to Kangarillas.
And nice and easy does it there on that shot. Just pass off, and efficient is the name of the game of Kangarillas. Oftentimes they're a team who is unafraid of resetting, backpassing, and going for that extra pass, as I always love to call out. For Ethereal here, though, kind of similarly, they have been a team that's shown that kind of development into their game. And just as well, I mean, in Master Division, obviously, you have to be able to do a bit of everything here. And this final week, even though both these teams safe, you obviously want to be able to finish strong, didn't we, going into those finals in the next couple weekends.
Sent in now. Zenith is going to collect it here in the bubble. Leverage, far side. Mad. And off. Still a phenomenal play here from the Kangarillas as they just maintain possession here, trying to pull that, get that defense to make a mistake. You can see them juking around a little bit, trying to get the 1v1. There's one. As Mad now collects it, juking around there. He pulls all 3 of those defenders to him, sending it up to Leverage. Unfortunately, the pass is a little bit off. CJ will get it collected. It is now turning it around, looking for the clear. Does get the clear out. They're going to boost after it. Oh, no, undershooting because it was off the Geo, but Zenith sending it back up here to Mad.
And Mad working up the floor for Kangarillas now on the approach here in blue. Zenith turning around, trying to gauge the situation, calling out the stacks, impending no doubt as a swing around dunk. Ooh. Zenith putting some extra juice into that one, and they're up by 4.
I could go for some juice.
I got some tea.
Some juice. Got some tea. Oh. Basically grass water.
And?
I was like, no, you got to try my grandma's tea. No, I don't know. I've tried it all. No, it's all grass water. You say and. I guess that's fair enough if you like the taste of grass water. Spy sending this one up to KFC. Edge of the bubble here. Look at this setup. Oh, 2v4. Oh, good stun. I didn't see who got the stun, but Matt got the grab and the clear. That chain is going to go away. The clear is not good. They have to recover. They're not able to. See Jason sending this one back in the Leverage. Good recovery there in the bubble, though. Barely sending this one up. Will be Matt collecting it here. Oh no. Single shot. Big steal. Setting up. KFC anchor shot for the 3. Gets it in on the goalie. That rhymed. Ethereal's back within 1.
What a nice hit from KFC, working around the barrier to not only secure a shot, but secure the 3 points. And that is a tall glass of tea right there, Dimwee. And you know, well, people say eat your vegetables. So what if it's grass water? You gotta drink your vegetables too, okay?
Nobody says that.
Everyone says that.
Nobody says that.
Drink your vegetables, kids.
I don't think anybody ever says that. Except maybe the VA company.
True story.
In that case, tomatoes are fruit anyways, so...
Is
also,
it?
vegetables don't actually exist.
Well, that's an entirely different kind of theory that we can discuss a little bit later. That said, never mind the V8, seeing if they can put on their V8 engines, I suppose, here and get into this front line with some more offense, putting together some boosts as the defense from the Kangos, and are able to actually cause a brief turnover, but they weren't able to secure the disc. So Spy, just going to work it up the floor. They have some positioning, but they will opt for the back pass instead here.
There's some crisp passes here from Ethereal. They have to be. Against this defense, 1v1, KFC takes a little bit of an ambitious shot. Didn't really put any mustard on it. Didn't put any relish on it. No jukes, nothing. Just threw it at Mad. And you're not going to get through the hands of Mad as, both those chains are together. Track this one down here for Kangarillas. All the way down, Mad with it. Mad sends it in, hits it for the 2 off of the clear from Loveridge. Kangarillas are up by 3.
All right, so Mad now getting in on the fun. About a minute of action expended there since the last couple of points, and just a double up on the lead with halfway through still to go in this round. 6-3. I mean, lower scoring, but obviously that pace tends to ebb and flow here in Echo and at the Master tier, so can pick up at any given second, as they will pick up the disc off this Joust single shot, just trying to deny the stack. And Ethereal looking for that control, but hard to come by when the defensive Kangos is all up in that midfield, playing those lanes very, very well.
Oh, they are. And, Zenith. Good recovery there, setting it down to Mad. Mad, though, going to back this one all the way out as Ethereal kind of had the upper hand in that moment strategically. You can see Kang was a little off balance off that send-in, but right back on balance is Kang as Levers handles this one on the back line. Shallow back line, going to pull out Spy. Spy does bite here on Leverage, and Leverage is going to pull him all the way out. Leverage are pressing in, though they're not going to get the numbers advantage. Mad sending it in nonetheless. Speedy taking a shot. A little ambitious, goes wide. Mad gets it back. Oh, good recovery there. Spy intercepts it. Gets it set out. KFC's their first shot. Easy. They get it in for the 2. Ethereal's back with their 1.
All right, KFC, that just spreading those chicken wings, I suppose, all across the floor, flying down efficiently off a turnover, and that is kind of the difference you see in stylistically, in a sense, and how that slow gameplay sometimes unfolds, right? Kang was opting for the slow offense, going for the extra passing in every single lane, but then the moment that it's turned over, it doesn't spend more than a couple seconds on the blue side of the floor before a score, and that's kind of the live by, die by type of mentality you have with that type of offense, because you get caught out, all of a sudden you get a breakaway goal, as it might be one right here. KFC trying to get on the roll, but Speedy saying no, denying the attempt at the points before a grab back by C. Jason.
A single shot near side, up to the cloud block. Oh, the send across. I thought that was on. I was about to get excited, but C. Jason was in to play it. Spy, though, big recovery, empty goal. Oh, off the inside of the post. Those hurt, because that's how close you are when it dings off of the inside of the post like that. Means you're only maybe an inch off. Nice interception there. Who was that? Zenith in the bubble as Lover gets this one picked up and set out. They do get it through mid, but everybody leeching on everybody on the way in there. Zenith, good play. Gets a stun off there on Spy. Zenith setting this one up. Will be in the hands of the ceiling, and then Speedy. Speedy over to Z. Z wants to bring it in. No, he feigns that. Sends it back to Leverage. Leverage on the shallow back line. Over back to Zenith, and Kang gonna back it out. Oh, nice grab there. Spy turning it around for Ethereal. Still only down by 1. Just over 2 minutes ago. I thought that was gonna go in. See Jason opportunity. Oh, off the cone. Gets it off of the nose of the cone. Ethereal have taken the lead up 7-6.
A little bit of deja vu there as well. You got the slow play, the excess of passing on Kangarillas. There are probably 10 passes strung along there in quick succession. But then, a great grab, turnover, clear, and it spends, a couple seconds on the blue side of the floor, and then an immediate score. With that, Ethereal back in this.
Definitely back in it, and Zeta sending this one up. Good send to Mad. Mad going to back it out there to Leverage. Leverage back in. Zenith pocket pick by a single shot, though Leverage with a good recovery under Spy. Pressing on it, but still Leverage still gets that pass off to Speedy. Speedy over to Mad on the near side. We'll back this one up. collective play here from Kangaroos. I mean, this is what they do. This is what they're known for. Speedy, a soft pass beyond the goal line.
Nice.
Zenith, no trouble, plants it in for the 2. Kangaroos are up by 1.
Yeah, bumping it up and taking it home for a 1-point lead. This has been an exciting match.
Yes, it has. Just exchanging that lead right now. Absolutely phenomenal work from both these teams. Ethereal, they know that better seeding is always better in a tournament. I mean, that's the whole purpose of seeding. It increases your chances of getting deeper into that tournament at Spy. Setting it across, single shot, that's a 1v1.
There you go.
They just cut out Kangaroos there. That defense had no chance.
They are just a absolute whirlwind, aren't they? These blitzes. How many goals have we seen once it hits that blue side? Score in such quick succession. That's at least their third, fourth time now. So all their shots really just coming out, whether off of turnovers or these jousts, they are scoring very fast once they get it to that side of the field.
Yeah, they really are. And with only 30 seconds to go here in this first round, Kangaroo is down by 1. And this with possession now is Mad in the bubble. If they get a goal here, that'll just about guarantee this victory. Actually, now it definitely will. As Zenith behind the goal sends it in, hits it for the 2. There's only going to be about a second and a half once the timer is out and we come out of the tubes for this final joust. That should be it. The Kangaroos look to have just taken the first round.
Absolutely. And what a huge hit coming in for them. And with that, exciting first round here. Without a doubt at the Master tier, showing why these Masters are indeed Master class. They are aiming for championship glory in the coming weeks, Dimwee. With that, though, to the sidelines, Glean, what did you think? That was an exciting first round.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And something I want to point out almost immediately is the score in this is a little bit on the lower side than what we would typically see from a Master Tier match, especially in Echo Arena since offense is so potent. But just credit the defense on both sides by both of these teams. They have both played out of their minds, getting these interceptions, these steals. Of course, it's a little bit due to the slower play by Kangarillas, but these defenses have been absolutely stellar coming into this first round here. And of course, as you guys mentioned before, most of the points for the side of Ethereal coming off a lot of those turnovers, a lot of those steals, and they were able to punish the Kangarillas so well. But we can see just how good that Kangarillas offense is, moving the disc up the floor, taking their time, finding the most of every opportunity, and they managed to take this first round as expected from such great disc control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excellent points indeed, and the control for King, I mean, it put them in the lead by the end of it, and you know, the time management, the clock management, in a sense, just being able to secure the last shot, right? Because they saw how quickly that a team like Ethereal has been able to score, so if they can help it at all in that situation, yeah, they want to take the last shot, which they did, and it was a great way to get them going again in this first round. But we've seen Kangaroos here that they've met many a third rounds in this stream, or in this season, and could be looking at another one here, knowing Ethereal, they're not going to be a team to back down.
No, certainly not, as they do get a possession there. Speedy sent that one in. It was a set play from Kangaroos, but Ethereal set up on defense. This one set in, single shot. No, not going to be able to collect on that one. Doesn't get a stun off. Now reset here back. Speedy has to collect that one on the bounce off the back wall. Speedy, oh no, wow, CJC gets that one grabbed, intercepts it, sends it in, high angle shot there, 5 meters out, gets it for the 2. Ethereal have the first points on the board here in round 2.
Great stuff coming in from Ethereal now. So not letting the first round upset of sorts, in the sense that, you know, they were expecting, okay, we got the 1-point lead, we can't lose this one now, but then it happens to you sometimes. But the biggest thing is just not letting it get to you mentally, starting out the next round just as strong or even stronger, and that way you can put Kangarillas now on the heels, which they are in a position where they need to score, and they might just be scored on twice, though. A single shot, look at the pass, that was a strong one, so great catch from Spy, and they indeed got the goal. They're up by a couple of them now.
Yeah, that one was rough there for the Kangaroos, as they turned it over before they got to mid, and they were basically in that transition period. They had 2 players out that were nowhere near each other, could not get back together to boost back to the defensive bubble. So Ethereal had a 4v2 after that turnover. That is harsh. Oof. Oh no, single shot, long shot off the backboard, hits it. 22 meters out, gets it good for the 3. Ethereal suddenly have a 7-point lead here. Yeah, they are really, nice shot there on single shot like that.
Single shot with some cheers, definitely. Like we said, yeah, these teams are not going to be threatened by that Challenger Cup. They get to avoid it. They get to go straight to the finals. But that said, you know they still want to win. Doesn't matter if it's a scrim. It doesn't matter if it's the weekly match or the very last weekly match of the season. The point is, the pride is always on the line here, and you know these teams are doing everything they can, as KFC doing just as well. But Speedy V, another save, and that's going to be ejected to the midfield.
Yeah, big save there, but turns around again. But this is 3 possessions, 3 joust advantages in a row. The Kangaroos turned it over before they got to mid. Oh no, wow. And another goal here. 9 unanswered points from Ethereal against Kangaroos. Kangaroos really have to clean this up. I would say this might be time for a timeout right now, though. It looks like they're not going to be taking it. But Ethereal, we're only 2.5 minutes in. Ethereal is pushing up 9 points ahead right now. Kangaroos have yet to get through mid here in 3 possessions. Looking to see maybe they do it here. They do get a set in here to leverage out to Mad. Mad sending it up. They get it through mid. Are they going to be able to collect on it? They do. Zenith with it down to the floor, but mishandles it. Leverage sending it back up.
Just wild start, and this is exactly what we were saying earlier on, as another swing around off the alley-oop. Zenith loving the carousel, and Loveridge loving it as well. 9-2, the first couple of points for them, and this goes back to what Glean was saying in the sidelines there between the rounds, right? Talking about how it really started off, especially, it was kind of lower scoring, but look at this. Already 11 combined points on the board, most of them from Ethereal, obviously. But we're only a few minutes into this round, so how quickly the tables can turn.
Yeah, it can happen to any team at any time. As this one's going to turn over suddenly, Ethereal not able to maintain possession. Cleared all the way down to the Ethereal bubble. Good blue chain in. Zenith shot hits it. Kangaroo is answering another one there 17 seconds later. They're back within 5.
Yeah, it's always the dangerous part, too. You can't get too lulled into the idea that Kangaroos can't score fast, because when they need to, they certainly will as well. Zenith able to hit that shot, and such a strong offensive player in his own right. And with that, you know, Kangaroos, they're one away again from making this an even up game or close to an even game, and basically wiping away all this early momentum that Ethereal has been able to build.
Yeah, it can have that kind of effect. That kind of, oh, nice interception there, Zenith. That was going to be a beautiful setup, but it was even more a beautiful stop from Zenith, who gets this one sent out. Oh, wow, shot. Big stop there, KFC. And this one sent out. Good chain there, good bounce, but it will turn right back over. Mad with the far side. Mad sending it to Leverage on the near side. They have all 4 pressing on the bubble. Leverage going to stop up a little bit, send that one up. Unfortunate bounce there, although fortunate enough they keep it. Zenith sending this one over to Mad. Mad Leverage. One more pass there as the goalie gets stunned out by Speedy in the goal. And that's going to be... So we went 9 unanswered points from Ethereal. We're now at 6 unanswered points from Kangaroos. We only have about, what, 10 seconds once we come out the tubes until we hit the halfway mark. This is a very interesting round.
Yeah, very, very much so. And on that last play, too, if you guys look back at that whole sequence, such a well-communicated team and such good chemistry on this team. They weren't even looking where the next pass was going. They just knew where to place it. They knew based on the communication, the 3D audio no doubt helping as well. But every single pass efficient, and you know what? Likewise for Ethereal, had it not been the great coverage again from Kangos, causing another turnover, and they are in position to either tie it here in a second if they get this open 3, or otherwise bring it within 1. But just an incredible streaks from both these teams to start off these first 5-6 minutes of round 2.
Yeah, they have been pretty incredible. CJ's big pickup. Ooh. Oh, big shot goes off the edge of the cone, so it comes right back out. Spy picks this one up, pulls the end of there. Now bringing this one back in. Looking for the send across, but held on to it for a little bit too long as Matt gets picked up, cleared out to the into the bubble here. That's 3 blue bodies, 4 orange though, as KFC gets that one. Well, had it for a moment. KFC gets it again, clears it out to that far side trap. Caught in the trap, though, into the hands of Leverage as 2 orange bodies go right by. That goal is wide open. Kangaroos catch Ethereal in transition. Hit the open goal. They're back within 1. 8 unanswered points.
Not being kept down just as well for Kangaroos. They were in a situation where it could have gone bad. It could have became one of those snowballs that you see sometimes when several goals in a row go in, but no, they just held steady. So for Ethereal, the good thing here for Ethereal is they have the firepower. We know that much. And they still have a lot of time to put on an equally impressive run on their own right again, just like they started off this round. Just a matter of execution now and trying to focus on that midfield play to get their spacing correct so they can find a high percentage goal.
Yes. See Jason with it on the back line. You see still spaced out, as you mentioned there. KFC with it on the far side. Look at that. Kangaroo is overcommitted
man.
a little bit. Ethereal tried to capitalize on that, but Kangaroo is corrected too quickly. And
I think he
am
anchored
tripping all over my words.
I think he anchored on the defense. I believe he was going for like a similar to the Zenith's dunks there around the post, but it looked like he actually got a grab on a player and they kind of dragged him out of the goal. That said, though, they're not going to be worried about it because KFC finds a pass from single shot, a perfect delivery, and a great cut as well. Ethereal back up by a few.
Yeah, that was a beautiful setup. I mean, that's what they were looking for. They were looking for a crack in the defense to exploit. You saw them. They went for the one. They apparently grabbed a body by mistake, and that's what foiled it. And then they found another crack there, and were able to get that one in for that too. So no more unanswered points currently. Zenith lock shot. Ooh, that one narrowly not making it in. Had it been literally an inch over to the right on the backboard. Is this one now back in possession with Ethereal suddenly? They get that turned over, cleared out, chaining down. Mad, good defensive chain there to pick that one up. As Mad turning it around now for Kangaroos as they look to get more points on the offense. Still down by 3.
And still 2 minutes left to spare in the second round. They did win that first round with a game winner right at the end, just by a single point, a single goal, and another one coming out from Ethereal, but missing it. So rebounding is Mad, and a missed opportunity there because that could definitely have helped put this second round away. The Kangaroos are going to stay alive at least for a moment, but maybe not a moment too soon. They find the open room. KFC trying to close the door on this round.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. KFC dings on the way in. And those are the things you love to hear. Now a 6-point lead to Ethereal. Kangaroo is still in it. I mean, they only need a minimum of 2 goals, which a minute and a half, there's plenty of time. They have over a minute. It's Speedy sending this one down. They go for that low play. They're sending it out to the chain, the near side. Single shot gets a touch on it. Chain breaks it up again, but still not causing the turnover as Ethereal. Kangaroo is back in possession, maintain possession rather. As Zenith is going to walk this one up under pressure now. Backs it out into the hands of Lovers, who will walk it up here for the shallow back line, sending it back up. Minute 5 to go here. Zenith presses in on the bubble. Look for the cut pass. Gets stunned out. KFC is going to get it picked up and cleared away.
Yeah, well, hanging out there and taking him off guard, much like a Spy. That said, Spy is in the front first, but Spy getting stunned. So they will have a little bit of a window, not a big one, though, and especially with another goal here, or even just possession time alone, this is going to be much to the advantage of Ethereal, looking to force this third round imminently as Speedy V captures that disc, a couple of fakes, and the pass down the lane, trying to hit that stack as they get into the mid-zone, but back again to Speedy. Speedy, another stun out from KFC. KFC winding and finding it Mad, declining, and it will be back to the trap, but the time is going to be out. Third round coming soon, Dimwee.
Yeah, long shot there, still goes wide, and even if that had gone in, yeah, we're going to a third round no matter what. So yeah, with still counting down another 12 seconds here as the disc is loose on the near side wall. Spy with it, stunned out there by Leverage. Leverage turning it around, taking the shot. Ooh, goes off of a head. I think that was otherwise on its way in. As Mad picks it up, brings it in. We'll hit for one more there. Good for the 2. Ethereal are going to take this second round, 14-10. We will be going to a third. Glean, what's going on? What did you see?
I love the story of not only this round, but this game so far. Back and forth between these two teams, exchanging points in a matter of runs. And let me start this discussion with the veterans on the side of Ethereal. Both C. Jason and Single Shot have been players in that Master Tier for the past few seasons, and they were the ones that started Ethereal's run here so early because they were the ones getting the interceptions, setting up their fellow players of Spy and KFC, and getting not only distributions, but scores and interceptions. So really contributed to that beginning set of this round. But Kang were calm and collected. They didn't let that run and didn't let that very fast start from Ethereal get to them. They slowed things down. They played their own game, got those 8 unanswered points, and forced Ethereal to actually slow down their own game. We saw the 345 one. Ethereal really had to play very similar to Kang, taking a page out of their own book. So and then at the end here, we saw Spy and KFC come up big, as I believe Spy had a 2, and then KFC with that big 3 really solidified this round for the side of Ethereal. So players on both sides stepping up and really making things work for either team. But we're about to get into this round 3, so take it away, guys. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Glean, and right back into it again on the stream here, and venues, happy to be here wherever you are, whether it's venues, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or otherwise. I'm Palador, being joined by Sir Dimwee on the co-cast, and again, Glean on the sidelines there with some excellent analysis and commentary as we get started on this decisive last 10 minutes of this opening match on our venue's showcase. And the first possession, the first offense coming in from single shot and perfectly placed. The pass, the finish, and success.
It felt like too much, but the way they folded up the defense with those last couple passes, you see them very excited over that, because that was just beautiful. Ethereal have come in with a plan here, and they are only attacking when Kangarillas have shown a crack in their defense. It's really quite impressive what Ethereal is doing here. It's not just the fact that they're executing on these plays. It's the fact that they are reading in real time the mistakes of the Kangarillas, the meta mistakes, not big mistakes like somebody doesn't take the right pass or mishandles it. It's a beautiful intercept there by KFC. They are waiting for the meta strategic mistakes that Kangarillas are making in the defensive patterns and executing on those cracks. It's really impressive.
Well, that's maybe finding a crack of space here to get some passing plays in before the defense can fully recover. Doing just that, single shot, a couple of fakes, and then the make up by 4 is Ethereal. Another strong start to this round.
That's a great example of what not what I was talking about, but kind of adjacent to what I was talking about. That you see, Kangarillas make a small coverage mistake. They overcorrect. And it's the overcorrection that Ethereal is punishing on, not the initial mistake. They're forcing the first mistake, and then they wait for Kangarillas to overcorrect on that mistake. One more pass there. See, they pull a second defender out. They didn't have to. They did, because that's how they're executing on this right now. The one mistake they get, they wait for the overcorrection, and then they punish. And you see right now, Kangarillas are taking this time out here because they are not feeling it right now. This Ethereal, the Ethereal team is just cutting Kangarillas to bits right now. This is really impressive.
Yeah, extending to the last round. A lot of goals coming in, all in a hurry and all in a row. So a wise timeout here, only 2 minutes into the third round, but recognizing at this point, as we always say, when it comes to a couple goals in a row, that's going to happen. But once you start getting to 3 in a row, 4 in a row going against you, that's where the snowball starts. That's where the domino effect starts. And you can really see that point total start cascading against you as a team. So it's a good thing to recognize the situation and just be able to address, discuss, and figure out exactly how they want to carry out the rest of this round going forward. Because Ethereal have been playing tremendously so far. The last, extending now 12 minutes since the beginning of that round 2.
Yeah, they were playing well. Even the end of
round 1 as well, but this whole roll they've been on.
Sorry, no, I was thinking we were in. I don't know what I was thinking. No, yeah, since the beginning of round, because at the beginning of round 3 they had 9 unanswered points. Kang came back with 8 unanswered. So yeah, Ethereal is playing exceptionally well here. Though I will agree, although had Kang taken the timeout earlier, they wouldn't have had it there. So a good thing they didn't take my advice then. Because they wouldn't have had it here. Is that send across mistakes like that? That's what's going to punish them right now. Kang has to watch out for their mental game because that's going to be what starts beating him at this point. If they can't collect, what a stop there! See Jason gets to send out those Zenith with the recovery. See Jason, another one gets to send out of the bubble. Picked up now by Mad. Double stun there. It's loose for a moment. Sent back across Zenith. Third time is the charm. Gets it in for the 2. Kangarillas finally find themselves on the board here. 2.5 minutes in, but wow, see Jason shutting them down.
And how many times have we said that season after season on any given team? See Jason, an absolute cork when it comes to stopping the defense, or stopping in the defensive zone, right in that goal or otherwise. Tremendous talent there inside the goal, and but Kango's proving there as well. Persistence does pay off. They eventually got it to go, like you said, on the 3rd attempt. But will they only need 1 attempt? Indeed, they will. Wow. KFC saying, you know what? You had to work so hard for the goal on the other end. I'm just going to get this in 9 seconds against a few defenders.
Yeah, that was so fast. They didn't let Kangarillas set up on in any sort of defensive formation. Kangarillas came out with a defensive joust, and before they could even get to their intended positions, Ethereal was already through mid with that relay. That was very quick. As now Kangarillas a relay of their own, sending this one through to the near side. Has to be collected. Oh no, Mad not able to Zenith though. Good recovery. Zenith sending this one back, trying to get it there to the back line. That one is a self-clear all the way out. Overshooting was everyone from Ethereal there, and Lovers is going to be able to pick that one up. They have a lane right now. If he takes a shot, he might be able to. No, the chains are on the way in. He wisely backs that one out a little bit, sends it up to Zenith. They could have. They actually had a big up. They would have. Well, no, actually, I shouldn't say that. They wouldn't have had the 1v1. I don't know what I'm talking about. Palador. KFC gets it cleared.
Might have had a 2v2 going there, indeed, with the defense not all retreated. And, as far as I'm concerned, I always say, as an open goal, just capitalize by a single shot and throwing the arms in the air once again. But yeah, I always am one to say that anytime there are less than 4 defenders in the goal, to me, that's a numbers advantage, pretty much, right? Whether it's just 3v3, 2v2, or 1v1 or otherwise, basically anything less than 4 defenders, that does oftentimes give you an advantage just because you have more room to work with as an offensive pusher.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is the space and numbers work on a sliding scale. It's actually a line from one of my videos. Anyways, this one, the near side trap there, KFC inverting on the ceiling, mishandles it. Zenith gets it picked up, looks for that shot, but it kind of skipped off the angled ceiling there. Jason handles that reset, gets it sent out, narrowly getting by one of the Kangos players. This one in now is Leverage is going to get it picked up, sent back into the near side tube. There into the hands of Mad. Mad going to give Zenith a bit of a boost, and it works out there. Zenith has a space.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, what a shot! That one, a steep angle, hits the top corner pocket. Zenith's hitting it from 12 meters out. Kangaroos are back within 5.
Talk about playing the margins, didn't we? Honestly, I thought that it was too late, far too late to even attempt that shot. That was an amazing hit from Zenith from a very tough angle. And had it not been from that tough angle and thrown as fast as it was, that was just a 1/10 of a second away from an interception, a save from the defense who was boosting back into the goal. So immensely entertaining there. Single shot, just Joker training all over Leverage for a second, but KFC gets it back on the other side. Spy from the boot, and Spy will opt for the reset to the back line, where Jason now analyzing the situation and the teammates' positioning all around, encompassing that goal and dragging them out of the bubble for Kangos.
Yeah, and Spy going for an anchor shot, an inverted anchor shot from that right side shoulder, but a headbutt there from Zenith. Kangaroos get this one away into the backfield, but a good chain there. Spy gets there first, sending it into the far side trap, rather. Zenith getting it back, trying to get over to Leverage. Leverage has to play it. And oh, what a pickup there. Mad takes a shot. Speedy. Right place, right time. What a recovery there. Kangaroos are going to get another 2 on the board. They're back within 3 with just over 3 to go.
Yeah, that was nicely done. Even the shot attempt, recognizing the defense was off balance, and even though it was off, you still had that stack, that close range stack, granted. They were able to be there, recover, and get the nice and easy dunk. No problem. So once more, when we were looking at the edge of a domino type of effect here, maybe a snowball starting to develop, Kangos again, just like round 2, have mounted a bit of a comeback with some scoring of their own. Nearly conceded a goal, though.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what's going on. That goal was wide open. I think maybe Mad came out to play a 1v1 and lost the 1v1 and was stunned out for a moment. It's KFC back across the single shot, sending it back to C Jason on the back line. They know they have the time to spare right now to try to force the Kangos to make a mistake. Again, as usual, as they get some space here. And instead, back it out one more. They wait for the overcorrection, send it in. KFC gets a shot. Ethereal is going to push it back up by 5 here with less than 3 to go. Kangaroo is still in it, but they really need to get a couple good goals in a row here. Otherwise, Ethereal is just going to keep pushing back ahead.
One of the other things you talked about as well earlier, you mentioned the mental game and things like that. Not only on the negative side for one team or the other, but also on the positive side. Like, you look for Ethereal, a lot of these shots, even that last one, you see C. Jason pumping up KFC and off of that shot attempt. I mean, they're keeping their comms lively, exciting. They are currently in a lead, and they are looking to close them out in 3 rounds with a back tap there, though. It's Zenith, who has been stellar overall in this game, has had a lot of great defensive plays and a lot of difficult offensive ones with quick reaction times at that.
And I think that shot would have gone in anyways, but a redirection, it's one of those things like in hockey, you'll see offensive players will sit in front of the net, kind of like put their stick there for their teammates to throw the throw the puck at the goal and kind of hope for an incidental deflection, because it has more of a chance to sneak by the goalie than if the goalie can just get a clean read on it, even if you can't necessarily predict exactly where it's going to go. A single shot. Big pickup there, gets this one, trying to send it out. Still a 3-point lead here to Ethereal, but another goal here is going to keep them in a healthy position as KFC was looking at that empty goal for a moment. So, big stop there, Zenith, as he was under pressure by Spy. They do get this one cleared out, but CJ's handling it once again on the back line. Less than a minute 20 to go here. Spy sending this one across there to KFC, who gets it in on the goalie. Good for the 2. They're back up by 5.
Not only that, the look away faked the pass to the barrier or the nest there, just looking right away and flung it. Once they was in close proximity, just knew where the goal was, didn't need to see it, and just throwing in that extra bit of deception to confuse the Kango's defenders and take them off guard. That is a big hit for them in this last minute now.
Yeah, it's a nice little detail there. As Zenith setting this one in, and Mad gets the opportunity. 1v1, no, goes for one more pass in. Zenith, anchor shot, stunned out before he can get the shot off cleanly. CJ gets it, saved cleanly. Spy gets it cleared all the way out, bouncing around in the bubble now down to the floor. Kangos have 35 seconds, really. They only have 15 as they send this one out there to Zenith. Zenith setting this one into the near side tube. Oh no, it's off the lip and back out. Zenith gets it recovered though. Off the popcorn block, sending it in. They have to hit this shot right here. It's off the backboard. They do. Oh my goodness, I was out of breath. They're gonna have how many points? Like 3 or 4? Excuse me. How many seconds? 3.
Just a few. Kangos, they have it in their pocket. I mean, they do have some fast jousts, but they need to get them quickly. And it looks like they did actually botch it a little bit, perhaps, on that launch, so they don't come out quite as quickly as they wanted to, and that will secure the round. Ethereal in 3, 14-12 to the sidelines. Now we're going to bring it to Glean, and we're going to quickly get to their next match as well, coming up next.
To be honest, guys, there's not much to talk about here except that Ethereal simply played better. Both these teams really executing on one of the highest levels that we see in Echo Arena. The passing immaculate, the plays phenomenal. But at the end of the day, it is Ethereal that just comes out that little bit ahead by 1 goal down here at the very end of it. And so close was Kang to coming back and making this maybe an overtime round 3, which would have been incredibly hype. But that will do it for this game. And like you said, we have another couple to run to. So back to you guys before we get into that.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Glean. And, well, from us here in VRML, don't go anywhere because we got some more matches coming up right away. The next one, Starstruck versus Just Potatoes. And that will be in just minutes from now. So buckle your seatbelts. We'll be right back.
Wait, did we win the first round? No.
my shift.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League. We are in the match right away. Like I said, not even a lot of time to talk. We're just going into the game, and you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Action is always packed here in VR Master League, so we're getting started with Just Potatoes facing off against Starstruck, and Dimwee on the cast with me. I'm Palador, Glean on the sidelines, and Dimwee, here we go.
Here we go, indeed, as AT-75 try to send that one out through mid. Tyga gets it, but AT-75 gets it right back, sending it out into the bubble here. Going to be picked up there. Ooh, a shot from Pluto's Plutonium. The Ducky Boy with it, bringing it in, hits it for the 2. Just Potatoes will get this first goal of round 1, 30 seconds in.
All right, and with that, yeah, minute in, that's a quick score for Just Potatoes and Starstruck, and nice start for them, certainly.
Certainly a nice start, as it will be Starstruck with this Joust advantage. Dr. Jetic over to Tyga. Tyga's going to walk this one up. Has 2 in the bubble now. 1 on the floor open. Goes down to the floor. Ooh, just off the mark. Will be Fam sending it back to Tyga. Tyga bringing it in. Oh, the shot there off of the head of the goalie, but Fam gets it back. Gets it in for the 2. And Starstruck, the correct Starstruck, have tied it up here in round 1, although we have a dropout there on Just Potatoes.
Yeah, it does seem to be the case, so we'll have to expend their time out here right away, and with that, kind of unfortunate to see that happen in the first couple of minutes, but hopefully they can get their 4th back, and we'll be back into this match shortly.
I blame Glean. Certainly Glean's fault. Glean, you're fired.
No, that's Skinny. Skinny's fired.
Skinny, you're fired.
Wherever he is.
But yeah, it's unfortunate to have that happen so early on, but they've used that timeout, and you only get the 1 for the game. So hopefully this is the only time they have this issue, because if it happens again, well, you just gotta deal with it then. You know, it is what it is, as they say. As AT-75 will get back into the game, so we should be starting back any moment. But a good start there for both teams. I mean, tying it up already. We're only just over a minute in, as they have already unpaused, so we will get started back in round 1 with Just Potatoes on the Joust advantage.
All right, so here we go then, back into the round indeed. And this is our second of 3 matches on venues. Keep in mind as well, we do have There Is No Team facing off against a Light Bulb on the 3rd and final match of this stream. This one, our in-between match coming in as Tyga has it. Ooh, snagged out there. Ducky Boy looks like got it. But 7Y with a clear into the midfield will bounce right back to them, trying to stack back into the race. And Dr. Jenik sending one real quick down the floor towards that ramp where an open goal might be awaiting if 7 can get there quick enough. And the diver coming out, and it actually will give them an opportunity at the recovery. Very risky, though.
Yeah, Huey, Dewey, Louie getting there, fortunately, there for Just Potatoes. Sent out, though, Dr. Jetic gets it up to Tyga. Tyga looking to send this one in. Actually going to back it out here to 7Y. 7Y up to Tyga. Tyga bringing it in. Goalie is perturbed. Tyga's going to dunk that one for the 2. Starstruck are going to take a 2-point lead, their first lead of the game.
All right, so right back at them here. And Tyga doing the good work to quickly convert on that goal. But as we saw in that Master Tier match, and it happens to the ladders as well when we watch these games, I mean, it's all about the back and forth. In the context of a 30-minute match, you do get these tremendous runs being put by some teams, and really it's rare, if anything, to see any team dominate for more than a single round. It just flip-flops back and fast here. And especially in the ladder, as we go to the last week of the season now, the last weekend of the regular season, that is, it's just been a commonality to see these ladder matches. You know, all the MMRs already figured out teams kind of where they are supposed to be on that ladder. And just the competition has never been better.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of fact. We've been seeing it for a few weeks. You know, there's some games I've picked up that folks would be like, who are these teams? And you say, it doesn't matter. Just watch this game because it's going to be phenomenal. And nice move there. Who was that? Fam sends it over to 7Y. Shot, though, off the post. Near side, Tyga's going to get it picked up. Tyga looking for a send-in. Does get it over there to the teammate 7Y. Wow, what a juke to get by the defense, but another shot off the post. You know what that means? Next shot is going to be the 3rd shot, and 3rd shot's always the third try is the charm. Oh, I can't remember it. Whatever.
Well, the third try is the harm for Dimwee, I guess, but 7Y here. Oh, look at that! What a pass on the cut. A perfect pass from 7Y, but the cut especially helping enable that just perfectly timed. Gave no time after the reception for the goalie to do much about it.
No time at all, and it was a beautiful setup there, and third time was the charm. As Starstruck could have gone up by 4. I'm just saying I called it. I'm just saying I called it. I said they were going to score.
Yeah, you should.
I just want my credit.
You should commentate for a living. You're good at this. That said, back into a reception from Jenik, and that's a turnover.
Working on it. That's Plutonium. Ducky. Big setup there. AT-75. Hey. Beautiful shot there. Far side corner on the goalie. Only down by 2 now is just Potatoes.
It's a very purposeful fling as well. Came in from the right side, but hit that left pocket as you noted. So wonderful precision and decision-making there in amidst the chaos. And anytime you're in the bubble, it gets tough to even think sometimes or hear yourself think. But just great awareness to work around the defense by painting those pockets.
Now sending there the Ducky boy with a grab. Although I don't know what happens there, but Taiga is going to get that one stolen and set in on the empty goal. Starstruck is going to take a 4-point lead.
And halfway through this round, double up on the lead is Starstruck off that punishing turnover. Only 13 seconds off the clock, so back at it for Just Potatoes as they grab their stacks or prepare them at least on this joust and see what kind of rollout they go with, as they will opt to send one split down on every lane in a very nice symmetry off of the pickup. And that could have been an incredible hit and a quick punish on that open goal as well. Unfortunately, it did miss, but they will get the disc back for a moment before being brawled by Dr. Jenik.
This one gets sent in there, far side. Another slap in by the good doctor. Now careening around, good slap there by the Ducky boy. Sending it out. Huey Dewey Louie gets it picked up and sent away again. Careening around there in the valley. Fam Char. I really want to say that name by the end of this game here. 7Y. Oh, sending that one up at AT-75. Gets a grab, trying to send that one out. Bam is going to get it picked up, though, on the back line. This one into the bubble. They have a player there. 7Y gets there. Stunned out. Maybe recovering. No. Plutonium gets it slapped away. But Dr. Jenik handles it once again on the back line.
And sends it to Fam. And Dimwee, I'm kind of disappointed. As a person with a French name, Dimwee, I mean, this name looks French as far as I'm concerned. So the fact that you cannot pronounce that, shame on your entire culture.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Well, you know what? I'm packing a goal, 7Y from right below, and they're not going to mind at all as they're up by 6.
Yeah, that was a nice shot there from 7Y. With only 3 minutes to go in this first round, Just Potatoes really need to start scoring here. Otherwise, this one's going to run away from them very, very quickly. It's already starting to. Very quick chain. Has to be an even quicker pass. Huey Dewey Louie finally tracking it down, but not before the chain gets to him. Dr. Jenik sends this one in, though the bounce is going to send it to the far side there. Taiga had to slow up. AT-75 gets there first, sends it into the near side tube, all the way down into the blue bubble, where will be Dr. Jenik with the pickup, sending it back out for Starstruck, but into the hands of AT-75 for Just Potatoes. AT-75 going to juke around a little bit, send this one in, hits Huey, Plutonium. But Fam gets it picked up and sent out.
And down the floor they go. There's Taiga taking the goal, and open it is, and completed the transaction, 13-4.
Taiga from Fam Charbonneau? Is that it?
Perfect. There's literally no better way.
Fam Charbonneau? Oh my goodness.
I think we should just go with Fam. That'll work for me.
I point out SNL. Anyways, set out now. Far side, good pickup there. Fam sending it in. Lock shot. Hits it for the 3. 16 meters out. That is now a 12-point lead. They are running away with this first round.
Putting an absolute burden on them. Exactly. 16 strong points. All of a sudden, it was just 8-4 a couple minutes ago, and now they're quadruple on the lead, 16-4. So big scoring output from Starstruck, and definitely they are striking a chord, in fact, and they are absolutely tearing it up in this first round. So for Just Potatoes, as we wind down the last 90 seconds or so, it's just a matter of gathering that focus again and just preparing for the next round, because you know this is a long series. But wow, Starstruck just absolutely dominant right now.
And this one's sent out there. Dr. Genic touches it. Bam, gets it picked up. And sent up. Taiga looking to track it down there. Taiga sending it in. 1 minute to go here. Trying to get it to Dr. Genic. It's not connected. Actually, Genic gets a hand on it. And a slap there from, I believe it was, Fam sending it back in. Will be collected there by AT75. Looking for the clear out. Does get it out. That one's all the way down. And around, careening around the blue bubble. Picked up here by Huey, Dewey, Louie. Uncontested gets it in for the 2. It's not going to be enough to take the round, but maybe something to shift the momentum in the favor of Just Potatoes, anticipating that second round.
Oh, absolutely. Those last minute goals, even on the as a losing team, it gets you set the right way to start the next round off. Well, I go back to what I said with Ethereal versus Kangarillas in our first match, right? Where Ethereal lost the first round, but then they came out in the second round, as well as the third round for that matter, having scored those first couple of goals. And it's just being able to finish strong. It does still help you come out the next round, with the right kind of pace. And basically, it's all about the momentum stoppage. Is what it comes down to. And with that, Starstruck, they have a lot of momentum, but it's nothing that cannot be stopped with a quick couple-minute break here, reset of the points, the clock, and so on. And with that, we are going to clock in to Glean over on the sidelines, telling us what he thought of that round.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these teams loving to execute a lot with pressure. In the beginning, we saw them pressuring everything, really challenging that disc at all points in time, and that's why the score was relatively even. But as soon as the side of Starstruck here started getting more and more pressure and started getting more and more executions on to Just Potatoes, you could see the lead start to explode. They're starting to hit these threes when they punish the side of Just Potatoes, and they're starting to score more and more as I am on camera. So hello everyone, but it just came down to the pressure that Starstruck was exerting. They made an identity in this first round of, okay, we're going to make sure that you guys have no time to breathe. We're going to force you to take these really risky clears and slaps and whatnot, and we can contain ourselves and our offense through that. So we'll have to see how Just Potatoes can deal with that pressure here in the second round, just coming up in just a few. Take it away, guys.
All right, thank you, Glean, for the sideline analysis. And yeah, we'll see how exactly that Just Potatoes here is able to react. One thing I do like, just looking at the score lines and whatnot, is the fact that everyone in this match, a lot of even distribution in terms of multiple players scoring and assisting and whatnot. So that is definitely good news for Just Potatoes, as they'll be able to get this first joust perhaps in the tunnel with just a smidge of time, not too much though, as it gets sent over there towards Huey.
And Huey is going to get it picked up, set in. Ooh, the glancing blow gets it away from the intended target, Plutos, who gets it back, but a big stop there. Dr. Genic shuts the door on that one, gets it cleared out. This one now to mid, almost through mid. They have some players in the area looking to track it down. Tiger's going to get there first. That orange Shane overshooting a little bit. 7Y going to get sent out before he can get there. This one, though, picked up by Plutonium and cleared out back towards mid, but now caught in the near side trap. Big touch there from Genic, but Plutonium gets it again, sends it through the near side tube. Out off of the block there. AT75 gets it recovered again, now sent in. Maybe an opportunity here. No, Pluto is going to have to back this one out as the entire defense is now in the bubble.
And cutting back to the midfield, opting to reset to Ducky Boy. Ducky Boy has to be careful, though, being overtaken by 7Y. So kind of an unforced turnover in that sense, an avoidable one at the very least, and maybe in position to be punished for it. They've got two floating players right along the line. Dr. Genic getting stunned. All the meanwhile, now spreading the floor for some passes potentially, as it will bounce the way of AT. And they are on the attack. Still scoreless on the stalemate first minute and a half of the second round. Looking like it could be about to change, but actually just more brawls, didn't we, as these piles form.
That's a deep clear in there, narrowly going by the goal. And AT75 narrowly getting to the disc first, clears it out. Taiga's going to recover here in the near side trap. Now Taiga sending it across, stunned out though. Disc is loose, so Ducky Boy looking to track this one down as Taiga on his tail. Ducky Boy trying to get it through, but it's off of the lip of the tube and then sent up. But now Fam on the back line under heavy assault here from the Ducky Boy. Just Potatoes playing exceptionally aggressive in this second round, although still scoreless. Both these teams, they shot is off of the nest there. Taiga looking to track it up. Excuse me. Dr. Genic sending this one across. 7Y not able to play it on the send in, but gets it on the rebound. Back across here, ooh, glancing blow off of the block there near the center of the floor. AT75 looking for a clear out off of that wall. Does get it, but into the hands of Fam once again.
So once more, it goes back to what we were saying about how one round can make all the difference. The team scores, what was it, 16 some points? Maybe a little bit more, in fact, but that's a great delivery. Wow, look at the cross and the cut. As always, I mean, the pass was perfectly placed, but I cannot overemphasize how much, how important those cuts are, the timely cuts, to put yourself in position to make a catch like that. But the pace, as I said, Dimway, changes on a dime. I mean, here we are, only 2 points in 3 minutes after the barrage we saw from Starstruck last round. The pace has changed.
It certainly has. Just Potatoes have made some sort of adjustment that has worked out for them. As the Ducky Boy slowly walking this one up, sending it in, does connect with AT75, sending on the shot, goes off of that at Taiga. But a 2 points is a 2 points. Just Potatoes found themselves onto the board, tying it up immediately after Starstruck took 3 minutes to get there first.
Yeah, and that's how it also works a lot of the time, where you get those scoring droughts. A team scores, and suddenly teams can be calmer once again, and they're fine. They can take those 15 seconds between the goals and the respawn to just realign themselves, and the next thing you know, it's a quick goal on the other end. Might be happening here once more. Breaking away is 7. Why and why not, they say. 4-2.
A nice shot there, underhanded on the goalie. And Starstruck looking to end this one in 2. Well, there's still plenty of time here. Just Potatoes, you know, they made some adjustments here. It worked out for them so far in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what they execute here on this joust. They go with a standard, so just a standard split there, sending it to the near side tube to Huey, Dewey, Louie. Sending it across there, AT75 under pressure. Still gets a pass off the Ducky Boy, taking a shot. What a shot!
Wow.
What a shot! Wow!
Well, Andy waddled away, waddle, waddle. What a shot! That is a tall drink of water right in the top pocket, didn't we? Difficult, and yet so beautiful when it goes in. It's like you say, right? Sometimes you get the horrible dings, and sometimes you just get the perfect ones that are so nice to watch.
Yep. Indeed. As Jenik handling this one on the Zealous advantage. Now up to 7Y. 7Y sending this one across a little bit too far ahead, but a nice bounce there. Keeps it in keeps them in possession. Bam sending it across. Bouncing its way up to the ceiling there and collected by nobody. It will be 1875 with the slap. A Fam on the back line handles it halfway through round 2. Taiga trying to get away from 1875. 1875 gets a stun and the clear. Sending it out. They get the 2 chains away, but that blue chain was probably 3 or 4 times faster than the orange chain on the way out there. Unfortunate as Fam sending it up, but in the hands of Ducky Boy, turning it around.
Yeah, that stack, the orange stack was first, but they missed their regrab, and that is all it takes sometimes at this level of play, where, yeah, one missed regrab, it makes all the difference. Those split seconds of action as they're splitting off into the goal, but no, diving out was Dr. Jenik, showing those good genetics and able to cause some chaos. More turnovers now unraveling as the players pile near that wedge right underneath the Geo, but breaking away is Huey. Great pass, delivery, and save, Dr. Jenik again! And that is exactly what the doctor ordered as they send off a clear and are in good position now to maybe have a score if they can find their grabs.
Yeah, down into the bubble. This one's still loose. Will be picked up there by Dr. Jenik. Jenik sending this one across 7Y there to collect. But a good read there by, that was the Ducky Boy, who will get this one picked up and sent out through the near side tube. This one going to make its way down into the trench. Oh, well, just near the trench. AT75 pick up, big shot there. Long shot, ambitious shot. The Taiga with a good grab. Sends it away. Far side trap. For Pluto's, well, touches it. Taiga though gets a pickup, trying to send it out here for Starstruck, unable to. As a slap back in from Ducky Boy, sends it back to the blue bubble, but Dr. Jenik on the back line to collect it. Little ping pong here at the moment.
Little bit stuck here in the blue line, but now as we say that, it will clear the midfield and right into the deep end of the orange. So Dr. Jenik, who is starting to pick up some heat, picks up the disc and shoots it off. It's Fam with a nice hit, 7 meters deep, so just evading that 3, unfortunately, but they still got themselves that open one, and there's 3 minutes left for Starstruck to either close this one out or for Just Potatoes to come back and force a 3rd round again on this venue stream tonight.
Yep. Yeah, this Just Potatoes have done a really good job. Oh, very quick chain there from Starstruck. But Just Potatoes done a really good job this round of not letting the game get out of control, not letting Starstruck, run away with a lead. like in that first round. Only ever being 1 goal behind at most in this round is, oh no. Bam, big stun, looking for the clear. Does get it off of the lip of the tube, into the tube. Good chance to pick that one up. Taiga with it. Taiga sending it out. They're going to dribble after it. It's off of blue head after an orange player got there. Picked it up. 1875. They're the clear. Not good. It's off of the popcorn block. To the far side there. Dr. Jedic block shot. Oh, off of the backboard and out. But it will be collected there by Taiga. Bringing it back in. One more opportunity. Gets it in for the 2. Starstruck are up by 4.
Put some extra sauce on that as well. 18 meter a second underarm fling from only 4 meters out. That is good luck saving that. A lot of strength, a lot of extra being put into that. And for goalkeepers, yeah, it's so tough to deal with. And great persistence despite the miss. Because they were in the great position, they got the rebound and were still able to take advantage of the defense. Not quite in balance yet.
Not quite. It's Ducky Boy up to 1875. Open goal. Went for the underside shot. 70Y got a hot. 7Y got a hand on it.
Oh, no.
Oh no, Tiger got a hand on it for a moment, but then what happened there? I'm watching. Oh, that is unfortunate there. As Just Potatoes back with a 2 here. 1:41 on the clock. We get a timeout, although it looks like the timeout was immediately unpaused. That's maybe an accidental pause there from one of the teams here. As they're right back into the tube, so less than 2 minutes to go.
All right, might have been the case. So no harm, no foul. But yeah, 1 minute and 38 and counting. So great save, and those self goals. Literally, they've happened to pretty much everyone, and the best of them. Right at Master Tier, you even see it. So it's always a tough blow to the mentality, but it's one of those things you got to forget about because you're in the thick of things in the bottom of the second round. You're still at the advantage, so some good execution here can wipe away the errors of yesterday or yesterminute, just like that, as they approach the goal.
Oh, Dr. Jedic, ooh, swinging that one around. I believe there's a stun there. This Taiga's got to get it collected here in the near side. Minute to go here. Taiga setting this one up to 7Y. 7Y. Stunned out by that defensive pair of the Ducky Boy. Gets it cleared out. They have a chain after this one. Goal is going to be open momentarily. Oh no, mishandling it. That is unfortunate as it's up to the ceiling. Collected now by Pluto's Plutonium. Stunned out by 7Y is going to, oh no. Ducky Boy gets a pocket pick. Turning it around now once again for Just Potatoes. Slowing it down, setting it across. Oh, that's going to be off of the mark. Loose there on the far side and will be picked up by somebody. Slapped in by 1875 and collected by 7Y. It gets clear.
And no one there in the midfield this time to intercept. Look at the sack already tracking it down, redirecting off that Geo. They might have themselves an open goal, and they try to shoot it, but they cannot make it. Too much disruption there by the defender. Had to rush a little bit. With that said, no open goals here on the blue side. That is what they need to prioritize because a 3 would devastate them, and it just may. No! And that'll leave them in dismay as it is off. And now goalkeeper taking place. It's Dr. Jedic, and really quick on this approach, trying to tie it up to force this overtime with only 8 seconds remaining. AT looking for the teammate on the backboard, and a save! Doctor! The good doctor! That's it!
Dr. Jedic just saved the game here for Starstruck, and they will get this one done in 2, 8-6 in round 2. Unbelievable end there. I was ready to go to an overtime at the very least. Glean, were you ready to talk already? Because I was ready to continue on here.
You could keep going, Dimway, because honestly, we could talk all day about Dr. Jedic. Quite honestly, the MVP in my book for this game. He was on the back line doing so much work with those midfield interceptions, with his goalkeeping. Phenomenal stuff from him. The big stop there at the end, but also just the consistent presence there in the goal, able to guarantee the stops and a lot of pressure on the defensive end. So phenomenal work by him, and overall Starstruck just making the most of the chaos when it came onto their offensive end, so they were able to score really well. Not to discredit Just Potatoes, who also had some great plays. Both them and the side of Starstruck had some great rollouts where they were able to capitalize, and I think that's where most of the points came from for both teams. So we love to see it from both these sides. A very close match here, and it came down to the wire in both games. So exciting stuff for this second game here as we're about to transition into our third.
All right, absolutely. So with that, thank you, Glee, on the sidelines. We are going to be right back because we have one more with some Challenger Cup implications as well for Lightbulb versus There Is No Team here in the Diamond Division. So stay tuned. We are going to be back in a hot second. Don't go anywhere. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back once again to VR Master League. We are here in venues for our showcase in our final week of Season 4, a regular season week that is. We of course have the incredible Challenger Cups coming up next weekend, and finals the weekend thereafter. That will all be streamed on our Twitch channels as well as venues, of course. So definitely stay tuned for those ones. We are winding down the season. We will be declaring champions across our 3 regions. But for tonight, Dimwee, we're just going to declare a winner of this match. And if it is Lightbulb, importantly, that could still keep them in this running in these last couple of days to make the top of the Diamond Ladder to squeak in to the Challengers Cup and have a chance at advancing to the finals themselves. So fate is kind of in their hands tonight to at least help that along.
Yeah, it's in their hands tonight. But of course, there's so many games still tomorrow. And we're waiting to see how it's all going to play out. So what will happen is at the end of tonight, if Lightbulb wins this, they may or may not push up. We'd have to wait and see how the MMR actually plays out. But if they did, it would be a sad story for the Florida Laser Sharks because they would be the first team to get pushed out. And I don't believe there would be, if Lightbulb pushed up and pushed out the Florida Laser Sharks, I don't believe there might be a scenario where Laser Sharks get back in, but I don't know if it exists. I haven't seen it actually simmed yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's just a really important game here for Lightbulb against this. There is no team here. Guygasm, I Blow Sports, Rad Nathan P, and White Dragon. And if you're wondering, yes, that is a Rad tag. Ready at Dawn tag there. A couple, the dev team, as sometimes called. As we are going to get started here in round 1.
All right, here we go. So yeah, a lot of potential implications here, of course, and always an intriguing time the last weekend before Challenger Cup, isn't it? What a pass! Oh, baby, true! The shot is true, and that's the first 2. That was an incredible play. What a handoff. I love those passes.
Yeah, that was just beautiful there. Lightbulb could have got that first goal here. They've come to play. They know what the situation is. They know they need a victory here. They desperately want to get into that Challenger Cup, and it would be a big deal for them. They're of all the teams kind of in that position, they may have had to work up the most here as far as like starting from what you might say their proper position at the start of the season. Sports long shot, good for the 3. There is a team taking no time to answer there. 11 seconds.
Yeah, wow, a blazingly fast start from either side. So I guess both teams, not a surprise, came here to play. Both in the Diamond Division and just a staples here of Season 4. And, for There Is No Team, especially staples here since the very, very beginning of VRML for that matter, in various iterations. As you mentioned, the Ready at Dawn developers, a couple of them here on this team and on this roster right now between Rad Nathan P and White Dragon, some OGs in their own right who have had a long time love for the game. I mean, not only because they make it, but they've been playing it these last 4 years. And I just want to congratulate them as well on the impending release of Lone Echo 2 in just a few short days. But with that, it's Zen having it taken away by White Dragon.
White Dragon sending that one out, careening around at mid, though. Brainbot gets their lock shot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable goal there. 21 meters out. No hesitation. Hits it for the 3. Lightbulb are up.
And Brainbot doing some dancing of his own right there. Very, very, well-deserved, I would say. They are laser-focused, as you've mentioned, because they know fate, to a degree, is in their hands, and they are deadly accurate at the moment, it seems like, with both the passes and the shots. You love to see it.
You do love to see it. It's Rad Nathan P sending that one up. They got a nice little relay here. Sports sending it across here to Guygasm. Guygasm back to Sports. Brainbot, good read. Gets that one picked up, sent out. Back up to the ceiling, though. They don't get it out of the zone. This one, though, will.
Whoa, is that in?
Oh, is that? Oh, my goodness. That was almost in. And then that rebound also kind of almost in. As Zen is going to get that one in for the 2. Lightbulb is going to push up by 4. With still plenty of time left here for There's a Team, but Lightbulb are really not going to make this easy here.
Yeah, neither team really shy or bashful at all about getting these quick plays out of there, especially Lightbulb, who's taken several shot attempts already and capitalized on just about all of them except that mail slot from 3/4 court, which is almost in. And said, this one, well, that's going to be in, certainly. Brainbot able to capitalize a 7-second goal and a punishing one at that because now they're up by 6.
Yeah, 7 seconds. That is fast. That That's 7 seconds faster than no seconds.
Mathematical time checks out.
Look, the math works. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That's what I thought. Why dragging?
You're
Fast,
wrong.
far side. I can see Glean right now. I can see Glean's reaction to this. I can see it. Glean, calm down, sir. Zen, Baby True. Near side, Baby True gonna back this one back out to Zen though. They don't like what they see here. They want to pull that defense out. They need some space here. Zen sends it back across Baby True. Baby True sending it in. And then the shorty hits it for the 2. They're up by math 8.
They're up by math. Oh, you can never escape math, can you? With that said, it's a lot of math on their side, Dimwee. A lot of pluses to work with here.
A lot of pluses indeed. Is still 6 minutes to go in this first round.
Not to subtract from your point. Not trying to cause a divide between us, but anyway. Those shots really are multiplying.
Anger is multiplying. Oh my goodness.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Some shot, open goal, goes wide.
There is no equal, Dimwee. There is no equal. But yeah, this is a fun one so far. Lightbulb has definitely turned on the lights.
I'm gonna pull out a can of square root. Didn't make any sense. Sports sending it in. White Dragon. Oh, what a stop!
Yes.
Slapped out. Good read. I actually was gonna say something else, but it was gonna be crude and rude, and I shouldn't say it on television. It's Brainbot sending this one out. Oh, clean bouncer off the backboard. Baby True gets it. Shot there off of the post and wide. We still have over 5 minutes to go in this first round.
And yeah, pulling away is Lightbulb, who's came out absolutely blazing on fire. Just incredible start for them, but for There Is No Team, they are historically one of those teams that I'd like to mention whenever I do stream them, as being those kind of warm-up into the match type of teams, where sometimes they do start off a bit slow, but uncanny is their ability to start coming back later in rounds, and especially in those second rounds, third rounds, and so on and so forth. So it's one of those things where you gotta really compliment Lightbulb, but you also cannot take There Is No Team for granted.
Yeah, is this one Lightbulb sending this one out? They have an opportunity, open goal. Brainbot sends in the shot. That one goes wide. Brainbot gets it back, pulls off the ender. Goal is wide open for that shot. Brainbot hits that one for the 2. Lightbulb is going to take a 10-point lead here as we're just over the halfway mark of this first round. Lightbulb really want this Challenger Cup.
You know it, and those are some awesome stories to follow. I absolutely love that. As mentioned, a little crash here, maybe a big crash rather, coming in. Looks like White Dragon momentarily out of the game, so that is unfortunate news. Also didn't really have time to initiate a timeout because it occurred just before that joust started. So that is unfortunate. But just as I was kind of saying, Dimwee, one of my favorite things in these last weekends towards Challengers Cup, it seems like dating back to last season when this concept was introduced, we keep getting these teams, these late entries who come out and they impress. Oh. And you know what, Rad Nathan can certainly impress. Doesn't matter if they're down a player. That's an important goal for them.
Yeah, beautiful goal there, 22 meters out. Are we gonna get a timeout here? I'm not hearing it. There it is.
There you go.
Which ruins the joke I was gonna make. That there is a team, since they're a team of developers that the VRML decided that they're not, if they have a dropout, like if they sort of game crash or any kind of server issue, they're not allowed to take the timeout because they're devs and they should just deal with it.
You heard it here first, folks. I want to take this opportunity to mention that the opinions of Sir Dimwee do not reflect the values of VRML as an organization. He is his own individual, and I, for one, love our Ready at Dawn overlords. Thank you for great games. I'm cheesing for the camera right now. You can't see it, but I am.
No, of course, Ready at Dawn knows how much we love them. Especially a video that's been going around the community lately that definitely pulled on some heartstrings. Speaking of videos, you know we have Palador, did you know we have a YouTube channel?
We do. Tell me about our YouTube channel, Sir Dimwee, that we have here for VR Master League.
If you go to YouTube and search up Echo Arena Master League, you'll find a YouTube channel that is loaded with content, Echo Arena content, as well as Echo Arena content creators. That's one of the first things you'll see. There's a whole bunch of creators. The folks from the creator team, their YouTube channels are listed above even our videos over there on that YouTube. So go subscribe if you haven't yet. As Baby True is going to handle this one for Lightbulb on the Joust advantage and send it in. Oh no, are they going to get a goal this quickly? Shorty really wants it. Shorty gets it.
And absolutely in a short amount of time for that matter. So back up by 9, and despite Tint being able to score 3v4, well, they're back up on full force, but Lightbulb not looking to be dimmed anytime soon. 3 minutes left to close out this round, and Tint still trying to warm up into their groove, which we'll see if it happens here on this joust. They send 2 left looking for a relay play, which will have, well, initial pass success, but then that second stack cut them off, and now we'll cut them down. Zen for 3 in the goal, and the 3 in the name. Definitely finding their groove.
Yeah, up by 12 is Lightbulb. Although, are we saying that name right? Is it Lightbulb or is it Lightbulb? I can't do it. I can't even like make the noise. Clean, stop laughing. It's not that funny. As there is no team out on this joust advantage. White Dragon.
You can't tell Glean how to feel about a light bulb. That's what they do. Oh wait, no, that's Gleam. Close enough. Whatever though. Rad Nathan here with a disc. Never you mind him. We never you mind. The miss, the rebound, and the stun out. Vocabulary.
We have good jokes.
Yeah, well, I caught myself halfway through. You know, I pride myself in grammar, but I think I was a little bit wrong there. Never mind. Never mind. What happened?
Zen with it again on the back line, sends it up there to the teammate. Teammate long shot. Almost going in. They get the rebound there, but that one was very close. 14-point lead here to Lightbulb.
And you saw on that shot as well. I caught it in the midline. We saw some more physical action jumping up and down, but that one was less of a celebratory one and more of a frustrated one. Like, oh, again, that's 2 now that I've had in this round. Near perfect mail slots that just barely graze the side of the nest or the barrier, and always tough. But you know what? That's why you don't give up on the play, and they didn't. They stacked right to it, and they got the rebound and the goal just the same.
Oh, that slap to send it all the way in. They've got players coming in to track it down. It will be Zen. Zen across there. Oh, what a grab. Baby True, but sends it right up to the ceiling. Of course, that's exactly where he wanted to put it. Why would anybody question that? That was the plan. Baby True's going to get there. Slap it in. Collected by somebody. Zen tracks it down over to Baby True. Baby True. Excuse me, it was Shorty to Baby True. Baby True sending it up to Zen. Look at that nice disc movement there at mid. 1 minute to go here. Round 1, comfortably in the hands of Lightbulb. As Baby True gets picked up on the near side, juking away from that defender. Oh my goodness, a couple of jukes there. Pass across though, not good, and it will be grabbed there by White Dragon and gets a clear.
So this is the time where, for there is no team, they need to shine. They need to find a goal. And it doesn't matter how, they just need to find it here in the next 38 seconds so they can start off fresh again and feeling good, feeling in some sort of rhythm here, because aside of that 3-point earlier on, before that timeout, they've been stifled at just those 6 points now for quite a long time. So a shot there, it's gonna work from Rad Nathan, I believe, and Shorty getting there just a split second, maybe too late, and either way, a technical goal, and 20-8. You know what I say about that 20 mark, didn't we? Any team that hits it, anytime, that's a team that is absolutely on fire. That is a marker of a match, or of a total to hit in a match, and really indicative of just how good that they're feeling on Lightbulb. That said, we're going to send it over to Gleam, or Glean, over on the sidelines. How did you feel about that round?
I mean, Lightbulb is just playing at the speed of light. Let's be honest here. They are moving the disc so quickly down the field, and any opportunity that they get inside of the opponent's zone, they immediately try and get the disc into the bubble, cause some chaos, cause some panic as they just move it so quickly there, and then try and score as fast as possible. And you can see it's working out for them very, very well, as they're getting a total of 20 points in that first round. There is no team has just not been able to deal with the offensive pressure. It feels like they're exerting at all points in time. There is no team has been able to get some points on the board just with a little bit of slower play, with some good execution down in the field. And they were keeping up in the very beginning, but as soon as things started getting carried away, it feels like Lightbulb is a very momentum-heavy team. I mean, Echo Arena is a very momentum-based game, as it can feel like the snowball is immense. When you're on the defensive end, it feels like it's crushing, and on the offensive end, you feel like you're on top of the world. But it really shows here just how important the momentum was for Lightbulb to take this first round, and we'll have to see if they can snowball it into the second, or whether Tint can put a stop to this as we come here into the second round.
Absolutely. Thank you, Glean, on the sidelines once again. And thank you everyone watching in venues, as well as Twitch TV, Facebook Live, YouTube Gaming, wherever you are in the right place at the right time for the start of the second round. There is no team and Lightbulb. Lightbulb in contention still for the Challengers Cup next weekend to make it to the finals. So a win ever the more important for them here as we get going.
As Baby True handles that one, far side trap, sending it across there to Brainbot walking this into the edge of the bubble, ducking. Wow. Goalie was stunned out, and Brainbot gets by 2 defenders. They're going to get the Lightbulb. We'll get the first 2 points here of round 2, just 24 seconds in.
Yeah, just as quick as ever. We saw how many goals that were capitalized upon just seconds into a joust. In the first round. Happening here again, at least off that initial joust, but Tint, as I did allude to earlier on, they are a team that does tend to warm up into the mix. Of course, everyone on their team, really members of that older generation in the sense of, 3-4 year players coming against this team in Lightbulb, who they have been brilliant, and they continue to do that here. But it's just that mishmash that we like to see and talk about sometimes, where you have the old gen of players and the newer gen of players kind of clashing, and we're seeing more and more these players on Lightbulb. I mean, they're in it to win it and taking over more and more by the day. We guys like us, we're getting fewer and farther between in our numbers.
I've always been one, just one. There's only one of me. What are you talking about?
Well, there is Dimwit, Sir
I've
Dimwit.
always been unique. Actually, if you look at the guest list, a shot there, Shorty, back up, gonna make its way back out. Brainbot sending it in, long shot there, hits it for the 3. Powder, I would say just check out the spec list if you can.
Staring a hole in the spec list right now. Sir Dimwit.
If you're not seeing, I don't know what you're talking about. There's never been a T on my name. There's a team who's gonna come out here on the joust advantage. White Dragon with it. White Dragon setting this one up, stunned out. This one's loose. Brainbot looking to track it down, does, and dumps that one all the way in. Zen gets an open goal opportunity. Off of the nose.
Nose way. That was a hit and a half. How about it?
It was also a reach.
Hey, I like to reach for the stars, man. Or in this case, reach for the light bulbs. How many pallies does it take to change a light bulb?
Reach for the sky.
The answer was just pun. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, is that as bad as the reference I just made? Is this one sent out through the near side tube? You're my favorite deputy. Down. Oh my goodness, is that going in? Almost. The defense is going to get there and send it away.
Almost put a snake in that boot, Dimwee, but Shorty here is trying to still do that just yet. They got 2 players underneath, a couple of ducks, and they find the disc loose. So duck, loose, dozen points for Lightbulb.
Yeah, what a this is a 12-point lead. We're only 3.5 minutes in here, and the Lightbulb are up by 12. This is a substantial lead here. There is no team has to stop the bleeding, and they have to do it now. No avoid. As White Dragon handling this one, walking it up here to mid, under pressure by that stack, gets a pass off though to Nathan. Nathan crossing that one up, but the defensive stack there is going to get it picked up and cleared out. They're chasing after it. Good bounce, but they overshoot as this one makes its way to the near side wall, or White Dragon will get it recovered.
That's always the game you're playing when it comes to those speeds, right? Shout out Smooth Riding for the stack accuracy. How fast do you want to be in your stack versus how accurate you need to be to get there first and still actually recover it first. So we're seeing that balance being shredded here as they shred down the floor and just about into the goal. Off of that bottom post, recovered by Rad Nathan. There's still a lot of time in this match. Up by 12, though, a good snag from Guygasm will find the deep chasm there on the clear. They're searching for their boost, but just faster to it is Lightbulb again before the intercept. Nicely done, and it ricochets very unusually off the nest, off the barrier, and now off the goalpost.
Yeah, that was a big. That was 2 very big opportunities there for theirs and team, but neither of them are gonna go in. Shorty has it. Shorty sends it in. Off of the head there of Nathan. But now will be Shorty picked up on the far side. Shorty, pulling out the staircase here, going up over one, under the other, and in on the stunned out goalie. 14-point lead.
Shorty got some hops, man. That's 14 points, but yeah, going for the ups and the unders. Did everything in the kitchen sink on that play. 14 points, and they have held Tint 0, which is not an easy task.
No, it's not at all, as we are just now at the halfway mark of the second round. Guys sending this one up. Nathan stunned out as he's sending that one in, and Baby True with that chain gets it picked up, sent out. Good deflection there by Brainbot at mid up to Zen. Zen lock shot. That one's going to be through the mail slot, but still wide. Zen trying to get there, stunned out by that returning defensive chain there from there as a team. The disc now there at the far side trap. Brainbot gets it up to Zen. Zen sending it near side. Baby True, missing the handle on it, loses hand on it. Rad Nathan P clears this one out. Is that going to be on? That might have been on its way in off the backboard.
That was very close, but you see how fast Lightbulb has been on those recoveries as well. That's the killer thing, too. Rad Nathan, an elite shooter from deep and has been for years now as well. Before people could even make threes in the game, Nathan had been doing it from the beginning. But that said, today's game, those open goals are not open for very long. You see exactly why there, because those stacks, they just recover in about a second flat sometimes, and it puts a hurting on you, as they're going to put a hurting on the goal again. Brainbot puts them up 16 uncontested points in round 2.
This is really starting to get away from, there's no team here with 3.5 minutes, so 4 minutes. And Lightbulb's only 4 points away, as there's no team is going to be coming out on this joust advantage. 3.5 on the clock, handled here by White Dragon. They're going to dribble after this one. That's what we call that here in Echo Arena. White Dragon sending this one up. Does get it there to Sports. Sports crossing it. Oh, the pass is off, and the defensive chain gets there first. Zen with the grab and the clear, sending it out to the near side trap, and will get collected there by White Dragon on the back line. So there's no team back in possession here as they're pressing in on the bubble. White Dragon below the goal there. Rad Nathan P takes a shot. That one goes wide and self-clears. In the area is Baby True, who will clear it the rest of the way.
And setting up that corner will bounce into a perfect setup if that stack gets there first, and oftentimes they have, and they will have it indeed. Brainbot 07, and oh my heavens, they are up to a near mercy now. Brainbot contributing heavily to that offensive push across these 2 rounds.
Yeah, this is Brainbot there, 16 points total in the game. Most out of anybody so far. And Lightbulb only 2 points away from that mercy as this one gets sent down, picked up there, Baby True. It turns over once again. They're going to chain after this one. Baby True, no, it's going to be Brainbot sending this one in, taking a bounce there. Baby True gets there first, and there it is. That's going to be the mercy right there. Lightbulb are going to take the second round here, 20-0. Unbelievable victory there to Lightbulb. And the fact that they're going to win by that many points is going to help them in that race to get into the Challenger Cup. That might be the difference maker.
Yeah, oh baby is all I could say. Indeed. We knew they needed to execute. Talked about fate being in their hands, and they took it and ran with it. It's not all up to them, of course. It does depend on how these matches go for the rest of today and tomorrow, because there are some ranks teams above them who are playing as well, but that's the thing. They took every inch that they had, and they maximized it. Putting up a scoring differential like that, being able to mercy in that round, as you alluded to, that does help the MMR, so that is going to give them even better chance, however slight. Those little tiny points can and may just matter by the end of this weekend. With that, how about it? Glean, what did you think of that round? And just Lightbulb, they are really showing up at the right time of the season, exactly when they need to.
Absolutely. As you guys alluded to a little bit earlier, this team up and coming, having to fight their way all the way to the top of the standings. To be quite honest, I had not heard of this team before at the start of the season 4. They might have been a new team coming into this, but certainly you want to pay attention to them now with how dominant of a performance that was. Just relentless offense. Their double stack defense, which you could see that they had one stack challenging and then the other stack was trying to get to the disc after that initial pass. So they were just relentless in putting on so much pressure, and that was really what caused turnovers and quite honestly won the game here for Lightbulb, as they just had all that pressure all the time and did a phenomenal job at it. So definitely keep your guys' eyes on this team as they are looking to get into that Challenger Cup. And as you alluded to before as well, with that many points could secure them that spot that they were looking for to try and sneak into the finals here. So perhaps a dark horse in the running and up and coming here as we wrap up this night.
Thank you, Glean, and absolutely, we'll take a look at that ladder for you guys there as well, pulling it up for North America. And you can see just the incredible race that we have going on. If you look at the Master Division, of course, there, and kind of the division of their own right where they all play each other during the course of each cycle. And the bottom two teams going to the Challenger Cup to fight for their right to make it to the next cycle, or in this case, the finals. But one of the things, too, I mean, you see in the Diamond Ladder, so competitive. There are so many impressive win rates. We can see stat-wise in there, so many teams have been on some incredible streaks. We see in the Master Division, Dimwee, that, what do you call it, the Ouroboros kind of effect, right? Where it's a dog-eat-dog world, or a snake-eat-snake world, as the case may be, but everyone able to take rounds, take matches off each other, basically, with a lone exception there at the very tippy top, the back-to-back champions, back-to-back champions. In fact, they're going for their fourth one coming up soon. But that said, competition has just never been brighter or better. So I'm really, really anticipating the end of this race this weekend, and then the next couple of weekends to see exactly how this pans out.
Yeah, this is the race, particularly the Challenger Cup race, anybody's game. And of course, once we get to the finals here, especially certain situations that might pan out once we actually get to the finals, this is not going to be what people are expecting. I'm fairly confident of it. There's going to be a lot of upsets, a lot of not sure who's going to win. You know, anybody could beat anybody. New York Kings, they lost to the Kangaroos. The Kangaroos lost to Spaghetti. Spaghetti lost to the New York Kings. The Anomaly beat Kang. Like, Ethereal beat Kang today, but Ethereal lost to New York Kings. So, like, everybody's beating everybody.
Yeah.
It's just wild. You're really not going to know. This is the kind of stuff that Vegas loves, to be honest. I mean, because you don't know what the ultimate outcome is going to be. It's impossible to predict it, and I'm really excited to see how this all pans out, because this is going to be an exciting end of the season.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I mean, this Echo Arena, I guess, call it New Vegas. There's a lot of fallout to be left behind. Incredible times ahead, everybody. This has been a fun day, as always, a fun weekend, and a fun season, if not a short one in a sense. Compared to, it felt like it went by in a flash. I mean, one less cycle compared to Season 3, but just as quick as we began, here we are at the very end now, a few months later, and yeah, just watching, as I said, kind of the rise of the new generation of Echo as it continues to burst at its seams with growth as VR continues to grow. On that note, of course, as ever always, if for some reason you guys at home, over in venues, wherever you're watching, you have not downloaded Echo Arena, go get it. It's available free on the Oculus Store for both PC and Quest, so search up Echo VR, free to download, free to own, and you will have a tremendous time, I guarantee you. Likewise for VRML, doesn't not matter how much experience you have or don't have, because we have 400 teams, we have thousands of players, and because of this ladder system that we have for the majority of the league outside of Master, you will find good matches, great matches, once you take your first few placements. It's free to sign up for and free to participate in, just like Echo VR, so go check out vrmasterleague.com or vrml.com, either way works. You know, get involved in the discords around the community, find yourself a team, and whatever rank you are, whatever level of dedication, you're going to find something fun to do every single week with flexible scheduling and just open engagement, top to bottom. It's a good thing for anyone who has even the smallest amount of interest. Likewise, on the production side, you know, Sir Dimwee here, as well as myself, Glean, we're all players who came from this community, from this game itself, well before we got involved in casting or creating or otherwise. And that's what VR Master League is all about here, growing it from that grassroots, that community level, from the people who are the most passionate and knowledgeable about the game and have the most, you know, excitement when it comes to working on this stuff and being able to cast as much as we do. With that said, Sir Dimwee, anything else you would want to leave off of here as we do close off, indeed, our regular season, well, tomorrow, which we do have our European venues show just as well, by the by. That will be 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So tune in for that. But yeah, Dimwee, anything remaining?
Echo Arena Master League on YouTube. Go subscribe.
Yes.
Do it.
Content.
Do it.
I will. Okay, so with that, Sir Dimwee staring a hole into the soul of everyone remaining in venues, and I think now the venues is clear. So with that, I've been Palador, that's been Sir Dimwee, and Glean was on our sidelines with some excellent commentary and analysis. Thank you everyone once again. Until next time, you all of you, be healthy, happy, and safe. I think I said that backwards. And be good to each other all the same. And we're going to see you again real soon. Take it easy. Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.